been one of the biggest investors into coal expansion. They have invested over $28 billion into fossil fuels since the signing of the Paris Agreement, but yet they say that they're here for good. When we look at the climate crisis, we have to acknowledge the role that finance has, the role that banks have. Who is funding this? We need a system change and we need a shift. As we have seen, those on the front lines have been facing this for so long, and the climate crisis is only worsening. And so when banks like Standard Chartered say that they're here for good but are continuing to fund destruction that people are facing today, we are standing up and saying no more. This must be the end. Scientists have declared a code red for humanity. People are facing the crisis on the front lines, and so we are standing up here and saying that we're sick of the funding of destruction. This is a matter of life and death. The climate crisis isn't just something abstract or far into the future. It is here and it is today. And that is why we are standing here in solidarity. That's why I'm sitting here in solidarity with my fellow activists. That is why we are standing here today, and we will not sit aside where we let banks like Standard Chartered continue this. Thank you.
Anymore. We need the banks to defund the fossil fuels. That's why now we're going to listen to Christ, a Filipino migrant from Kanlungan and Anagbayan UK movement. Christ, are you here? Can you hear me? Okay, so Christ hasn't arrived, so we're going to continue with Farsana. She's from Bangladesh and Fridays for Future.
Why are you here? A very familiar question to me. To visit Thames? To visit Harry Potter World? No. To ask a bank. This not very familiar question. Standard Chartered Bank, why are you in my country? Some of you in the crowd already may answer it. To help to develop, as Bangladesh is a developing country. But in finding coal power plants, I can see only many destructions, not any development. Banshkhali Power Station in Chattogram, which is the process of building, producing smokes and flames in a high rate. Though China is one of the funders, said they will no longer funding overseas coal power plants, but it's yet to confirm. The another funder is Standard Chartered Bank. Living in the most polluted city, Dhaka, I know the consequence of living under the air that kills you slowly but painfully. These sufferings I see in my family and friends. I don't want to see it in the people of Banshkhali. This is not the only story. We have another story of, in the past, Moitri thermal power plant, and they had the same intention with Maheshkhali power plant, which our government have dropped with another 9 coal power plant. This UK bank has profited more than 1 billion. Only on 2020, the most profited bank of our country. for years. What's their secret? Do they have a magic wand? No. This is by funding our destruction. This is the price of the blood they have on their hands or on their checks. We trusted them with our money, but they poured that money on the coal to burn my country, people here, and all over the UK. Is your money killing us? Is also your hand have blood? Ask your bank. Companies and banks, especially Standard Chartered. Everyone say with me. Rise your standard. Rise your standard, or we will clean up. We believe in people over profit. Thank you.
Thank you, Farzana. As Farzana was saying, stop putting profit over people. Right now, more than 227 environmental defenders have been killed in the world in just 2020. That's why we're going to listen now to Brianna from the Pacific Warriors.
Okay. Can everyone hear me? I'll try and be as loud as possible. Talofa lava, my name is Brianna Fruin, and I'm from the island of Samoa, one of the islands in the South Pacific. As islanders, we lie on the front lines of the climate crisis, like many of us here from vulnerable communities. As much as we are passionate to be here, we shouldn't have to be here. Our pain, our suffering, our tears, and our sorrow shouldn't be what it takes to take action. We already know what we need to do. We need to phase out of the fossil fuel era. We need to divest from these industries that are causing this harm and despair. The reason why I'm here today is because of my home. You know that feeling of when you get into your house and there's just that feeling of comfort, like you know that your family's going to be there, whether it be your roommates, your friends, your mom, your dad, your kids. That feeling of warmth and comfort is the feeling I get when I get home to Samoa. There's no other place in the world where I feel so at home and safe. And I know as humans, we all have those places in our hearts. And so at the end of the day, the fight for climate justice is the fight for home. It's the fight for family. It's the fight for the loved ones that we have, because it's so important that a select group of people shouldn't just be the only ones that are safe. It shouldn't just be the people who have power and money whose families can survive this crisis. Every human on this earth has a right to survive. We have a right to call a place home and be able to return home whenever we can. This is what this fight is for us. It's a fight for home, and we shouldn't be the ones standing here begging the world, begging banks like this to divest from a problem that everyone knows the solution. We need to be divesting from the fossil fuel industry, and this is the only way we can ensure that our homes are safe. Thank you very much.
What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now!
We need to keep it in the ground.
Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground!
As you've heard, we shouldn't be the ones begging for our lives, especially to a UK bank that has invaded most of our countries. They also have projects in Tanzania, the Power Construction Corporation of China, in Mozambique, the Vale Brazil, in Pakistan, the Power Construction Corporation of China as well, Madagascar, China as well, funded everything by Standard Chartered, Zimbabwe, the Power Construction of China, South Africa, Power Construction of China, Cambodia, the Huidian, Japan, the Marubeni, Mongolia, the State Power Investment Corporation in China, Vietnam, POSCO, China Hudian, Marubeni, also South Korea, POSCO, Doosan Heavy Industries and Construction, all of these coal power plants and fossil fuels extractions being funded by Standard Chartered. The debt is with us. They owe us. They owe us for the destruction they're causing in our countries.
System change or climate change! 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 What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground! Let's keep it in the ground! Keep it in the ground!
Okay, now we're going to listen to Ina Maria Shikongo from Namibia.
Sorry, can you guys
Yo, what's up, Londres? What's up, Standard Chartered? My name is Ina Maria Shikongo. We are here with Fridays for Future, and we are tired. We are tired of the systematic colonialism from institutions like this one.
Yes.
You call us developed. The only reason why we are developed, it is because we have been paying for this. Our people, our blood, because of your comfort. Institutions like Standard Chartered are responsible for the death of not only activists, but also for the poisoning of our waters, for people being relocated from their homes so they can produce coal to supply you with your comfort. The only reason why our continents are the way they are, it is because of this institution. This institution called colonialism, and that has to stop. We are tired. We are tired.
Very tired.
Very tired.
No, this has to stop. And they need to be held accountable. They are never held accountable. Eh? Why are they not being held accountable? We want to know. So me, here, I am here today with my fellow comrades, with Fridays for Future, and we are calling an end to neo-colonialism. Stop funding our destruction. Stop killing our people. Don't tell us that we are monkeys living in a bush. We don't know what to do with our lands. We know exactly how to. We know what you want. We are people of the land. We are people of the earth. And we also deserve a chance at life. That these institutions are busy taking away from us, ripping it out of our mother's wombs. So, Standard Chartered, me and you, we still have a chicken to unplug.
Yeah.
And right now, we demand climate justice. And climate justice is because we have children. We deserve a future. And that future is being taken away from us. So we can continue providing the global north with its comfort. Stop calling us poor. We are not poor. The only reason why we are poor, it is because our ancestors from Africa ripped out of the continent, taken to the Americas so they can become slaves. And then you came to our country. And then you came to our countries to colonize us. And today, the systematic colonialism is still going on thanks to these institutions. We deserve a chance at life, and we are tired. That is all I have to say. What do we want? What do we want it? What do we want? What do we want it? Thank you very much. And please, Standard Chartered, stop the nonsense.
We are unstoppable! Another world is possible! We are unstoppable! Another world is possible! We are unstoppable! Another
Asina was saying, 20% of Britain's wealth today has roots in slavery. By exploiting the global south, taking advantage of previously colonized countries by exploiting their lands and peoples. They are funding our destruction, and we need to take action. Some of the other countries that are also being exploited by the Standard Charter are India, with the Power Finance Corp, the Hidalgo countries, industries, the Adani Group, the NTPC, the CES Group, also Indonesia, with the Indica Energy, the Indonesian Asahan Aluminium, the PLN Persero, and there are more countries being funded to be destroyed. Now we can continue with Christ. As I was saying, a Filipino migrant from Kanlungan and Anagbayan, UK's movement.
Thank you so much. Revolutionary greetings, comrades and friends. Thank you so much for giving me this platform to speak in this picket line that we have done in Standard Chartered, who's been funding billions of dollars in destroying our lands in the Philippines and displacing our fellow people. A ruling institution that has been exposed to fund billions of dollars to destructive development companies like San Miguel corporations who have zero fucks about human lives and the environment, but only pure greed and profit. The Standard Chartered Bank has the highest blood debt that owed us, being the main perpetrator and enabler of crimes committed by the companies they fund. From all the lives lost during a typhoon worsened by anti-people projects they have built, the lives lost from all the activists they have killed to prevent dissent, the millions of livelihood of our people in destroying our homes, the families they have displaced due to land grabbing, and the continuous plunder of resources that is putting our people into destitutions. Your dirty money causes only destruction and exploitation to environment, but also enables oppression to the people. You rob us, our dreams, our homes, and our lives that leaves no choice for us countrymen to leave the country and face a cold life here abroad and together along abroad countries. Every month, 6,000 Filipino breadwinners leave our country in hopes of better life abroad and to send money back home to feed their families, put their children to school, and afford to live another day. As a migrant, our hope is to dream, then one day we will be coming back to our home and live with our families, pay back the time that we have missed with them, carry our children with our hands and bear with them, and see them growing up. But every day, and this is our dream, is to hope that we live a simple and decent life in our homes back in the Philippines, and together with along other migrant people here. But how can we ever come home if your money keeps on destroying our land? Whenever climate disaster happened, we are forced to extend another year just to send money back home and recover our losses and extend our stay. And again for another year, and again until we die in this cold country. The struggle of migrants is not far from the struggle to fight for climate justice, as destruction anywhere is a threat and destruction everywhere. Let us consolidate all the sectors to arouse, organize, and mobilize to fight back and seek accountability from the destruction made by the ruling class. Today, we take on the street, but again, we will come back in hundreds, in thousands, and millions to bring down and rebuild the institutions like this that oppresses us, together with the imperialist countries that further destroy the world and win our struggle to attain justice, to attain climate justice, to attain justice for all, justice for the lives lost, and justice for the lives killed. What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christ. Now we're going to take a moment to do the solidarity symbol. So you can grab your hands together. This means solidarity in sign language. future. Because we can think of one if Standard Chartered continues to fund our destruction. We are the countries that are least responsible for the climate crisis, but we are the ones who suffer the most from its consequence. MAPA is the most affected people and areas, as I said in the beginning. It's a term we are using instead of the global south, because we were colonized and we are historically marginalized in the globe. Now we're going to sing a little song, very powerful. People gonna rise like the water. We're gonna face this crisis now. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter singing climate justice now. People gonna rise like the water. We're gonna tear this system down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter singing, keep it in the ground. The people united will never be defeated. 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 El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. 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 And singing our songs. We're here because we want change and we want it now.
Yeah. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Climate justice. When do we want it? Now. System change or climate change. 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 System change or climate change.
There's no planet B, no. There's no planet B, no.
There's no planet B, no. There's no planet B, no. There's no planet B, no. There's no planet B, no. There's no planet B, no. There's no planet B, no.
Nikki, John, can you come here, please? Well, we know that there's a lot of media here. So you need to understand that we're more than 20 activists from MAPA. So if you want, to get an interview, you can approach to Nikki or to John. Well, our first speaker from the Philippines. And you can meet with Nikki.
Okay, we have a list of spokespeople. We can meet there to divide the interviews.
So you can go now. Follow Nikki if you want the interview.
Let's keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Let's keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Let's keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Let's keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Let's keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Let's keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Let's keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Let's keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Let's keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground. Let's keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground.
We to honor all the environmental defenders that have died. Also to all the people that have died because of the Standard Chartered funding the climate crisis and funding the fossil fuels, the blood coal, and the blood to be spilled in our countries. So we're going to take a moment and remember them. Thank you for being here, and we hope that you don't forget us. We hope that you demand climate action now.
What do we want? Climate justice! Why do we want it? Now! Why do we want climate justice? Why do we want it? Now! Thank you.
The owner of the microphone. Can you turn it off, please?
If everyone wants to stand together.
Try to do the media right now, so I think we have
Yeah, over there. How you doing? Okay? Filming? Camera or the film? Pretty nice. I'm enough, mate. Nice to meet you. Good luck.
Okay, we'll just do a video interview. Is that possible? Is that okay? Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to get the microphone out. So hold that for me 1 second when I get the microphone.
How long were you in London? In the UK for? Are you going to be going to Glasgow? Yeah, we're going tomorrow.
You stand over here.
And are you going to be protesting every day? Good luck. Oh wow.
Okay, thank you.
And we are so tired of being afraid all the time.
Wonderful. Just for the duration of the interview, would it be okay to take your mask off so I can hear you better? Just for the interview, if you could hold it like this, that would be great. No, I'm going to film it and get nice and close like that. Okay, you may go. And you can look at her and speak.
Alright. Tell me, why are you protesting outside Standard Chartered today, and why are you protesting about climate change?
Climate change is already affecting us. It's already affecting my country. We have drought, we are starving, and we have companies like Standard Chartered who are funding and they go to our country and say, we have found, for example, in the Okavango Delta, they went to the Okavango Delta and they said, we have found the most exploration, but not Okavangodal, not Standard Chartered though, but it's Recon Africa. So we have companies like Standard Chartered who are funding our death. People are literally dying in Africa. We are seeing the climate crisis already.
Why are Fridays for Future campaigning about climate change? A group of young people. What are you trying to tell world leaders?
We want world leaders to take real action. We want them to act. We want them to to look after our future. We want them to take real action on our future.
What do you hope world leaders, what's your biggest message to world leaders going to COP26 next week? What do you hope for them to decide and for them to change?
I want them to stop talking about their net zero targets, their 2030, 2050, which we know is obviously a lie. It's obviously a lie, and we need them to take real action because we have no time. We have no time, and we want them to listen to the most affected people in areas, which are MAPA, and they need to be involved because they need to listen to the most affected people.
What's your message to banks as you protest today?
Sorry?
What's your message to banks like Standard Chartered?
They should stop funding the fossil fuel industry, and there's more ways in which they can move forward. We can transition. A better world is possible if we work together. Thank you. Thank you.
Can I just ask you to give me your name and where you're from and your age?
All right, I'm Colette Levy-Brown from Botswana. I'm 19 years old.
How do I spell your family name?
Levy, it's Levy. Oh, do you want me to write it down for you?
You can spell it.
Oh, Levy Brown. It's Levy Brown. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
What sort of punishments are being given?
What they will do is most probably frame it for exam at the
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So all banks, especially Standard Chartered Bank, the message and find the renewable energy of coal power plants because they have the money and they have the opportunity. Because of this problem, yes, you can always
it was rumoured that she's running late and it might be 2 o'clock, but I don't know. I'm just going to give it 15 minutes to see what happens. I don't think I've seen you since Davos.
No, it's been yeah. Going back there next year?
Yeah, I think so. It will be the second to last flight I've had since the last time.
I'm just like travelling now.
Are you?
I'm quick.
Yeah, I guess I'm freelance. Recently, nobody was paying us to go anywhere. So, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Now, if you just hold that 2 seconds while I put the belt back on. Thank you. I can give you this entire thing.
Take care. See you there. Bye-bye.
He's very knowledgeable. She's a nice girl. We bump into each other. We occasional. We try to keep people out. Sometimes. It's fine. Yeah, it feels like this is better to keep with my yeah, so it's fun to yeah. Well, yeah. Basically, there's only 4 pair of books or so. There we go.
Nice to take a pic. The one I've got, it's like a pair of skinny jeans, just impossible.
I find this one a bit of a pain too, and then you can't open the. You can, but it's a bit of a pain.
You've got to use the eyepiece.
But then, you know, sort of.
The eyepiece on this one is
I'm moving cameras like I am. How you doing?
Yeah, enjoyed that.
I'm going to find the thumbs up and then from the boat. Oh, right. But you know, for us, it's just to take it. We're going to Glasgow tomorrow night after the train. Oh, you do the train the day after the... Apparently, yes. Okay, so we'll be together. There is a good chance that I might have to meet tomorrow. Yeah, well, I'm leaving after the train.
Not my train, it's anyway. My son's train.
I don't know if you can.
That's a good idea.
Ideal. Probably I'm doing that because that train departure on train on Monday. You were shooting the Johnson father the other day.
This reminds me of waiting for Lauren Hill.
We just heard Greta
in that respect.
I don't like to get too excited. I did
Isn't that like all the tennis?
I did a job
But they were on the outside, but they didn't feel the so I kind of admire what they were doing, really. For being late and messing us around is kind of cool. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I need this sort of support.
give us a hand. But I think the way we explained it is like, you know, representatives from the local town. School. 20? Maybe 30? Doesn't.
Alright, I'm gonna get a type of my notes.
Okay, there's a press over there.
Yeah.
Did you get the
I got someone's number, by the way. I'll send it.
And they leave on the train.
Bradley, 8 minutes ago, no, 5 minutes ago, she was supposed to
veggie burgers now.
We're going to get her
So much TV as soon as she comes up.
Yeah, actually,
kids quite good during the week, but the weekend even
maybe they're just walking.
apparently she is walking towards here. See no sign of it, but apparently.
Sorry, Vicky.
Sorry, Vicky.
Everyone back down. Back up.
Hang on, please. Hang on.
Back up.
Hang on. Guys, be careful behind.
Stop.
Calm down. Back up.
Could you just move away?
Can you guys
back up a little bit.
Everybody move back.
We need to...
Right, if you want to get through to the banks, move this way, please. Medium and back, please.
Careful.
Get your shot once we get standing charter, move back.
We need a pass through. Can I have
Moving back.
Oh, someone took the right.
Keep going.
Please.
Stop it. This is not safe. This is not safe.
Can you just push back and behave?
Move back.
Come on. Yeah, totally ridiculous. Greta's arriving, and they're just like, you know, like, we know where she's coming.
Oh, yes. So why is everyone holding her up there?
Well, they just... Everything I can
You see where that red flag is?
Yeah.
It's just around there.
Yeah, you should see over there, I mean, absolute nonsense.
I think we need more space.
Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! Keep it in the round! Keep it in the round! Keep it in the round! Keep it in the round!
Camera there.
Keep it in the round! Keep it in the round!
Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the ground, just keep it in the ground. Keep it in the Another world is possible. We are unstoppable. 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 Now! Climate justice! Now!
What do we want?
Climate justice! Now!
What do we want?
Climate justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Now!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Climate justice! Now! Media, please move onto the street. Please, in urban media, move onto the street. This is a peaceful event. Please move onto the street. Thank you.
Wait.
to move a bit further back.
Thank you.
This is not all of it, is
Let's say 3 steps. If you three, all of this room, 3 large steps. 3 large steps. How much I said 3 large
Guys, we're going to be taking one more step that way with you, please. Off we go. Off we go, 1 step go. Guys, we're out, 1 step go.
right position. So if you're at the front, stay at the front. But if everyone steps back together, then you're all going to get a shot, aren't you? Whereas at the moment, that's not happening. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. This is brilliant. You're already going to get a shot.
Guys, let it reach the beast in a moment. Protect the people. That's your power there. Make sure that line holds.
That's it. There's your cameras there.
Anywhere I go. Save the climate! 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 Anywhere I go! Anywhere I go! People want to know! People want to know! Who we are! Who we are! What we do! What we do! So we tell them! So we tell them! We are the people! We are the people! Who save the climate! Who save the climate! 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 Anywhere I go! Anywhere I go! People want to know! People want to know! Who we are! Who we are! What we do! What we do! So we tell them! So we tell them! We are the people! We are the people! Who save the climate! Who save the climate! 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 What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Climate
Yes, and our main events made sure people don't get hurt. An hour on the train. Oh, that would be perfect. Yeah. You won't be clear, you won't be covered.
What's been you?
He's a guy waiting to call me. But let's finish this and go and sit down together. And I called the woman yesterday. You have a... Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And then I give you an FTP. You can also put your laptop, so switches
Because that's like I say, you're only here to yeah, exactly. So, like I said, imagine it as a risk assessment. It's a stand behind. That's
What do we want? Planet justice! Why do we want it now? justice! I do want